me. It's getting to that point where I'm realizing that you guys aren't going to be here next year. Some of you are going to move off onto other things, and also ninth grade teachers don't get to see their 10th grade get you 10th grade. Oh, you overslept. Oh, right. Okay. Well, glad you're here. Hey, Anella, good to see you. How you been doing? Happy hump day for everybody here. So we are getting ready for this test. Now, today's week 14 assignment 2 has 3 questions in it. That's it. And they're all from the vocabulary. Hey, Isabella, good to see you. Hey, Janaya, good to see you as well. So I'm going to start this wave interference with you guys. All right, this is going to be Master Peak here. All right, Mastery, and this is going to be set the goal of 80%, and this is Practice. All right, let's see how you guys are doing on this one here. Let me get this one set up for you guys. All right, share this screen with you guys. Good morning, Keegan and Maddox. Good to see you guys. So this is wave interference. Okay, so let me give you this link. All right, copy the link. All right, and get in there and see what you can do. Remember, wave interference, there's constructive and destructive interference. Looked like a lot of people were having trouble with the bonus assignment from yesterday, not understanding my instructions. So I'm going to send you guys, if you send it in to me, I'll send you a correction form along with that. So it has a little video of how to do it. So if you can get in there. Thanks, Rainey. Number 8 is in there. All right. Thanks, Anella. So if you can just put your first name and last initial, unless you have a really interesting first name, and that is great. All right, so I got 3 people. How about you, Isabella, Jasmine, Kalani? As I said, I'm pretty sad these days. Teachers go through this all the time, and you probably do the same thing. But because it's the end of the school year, all of these students that I know, probably 100 out of 200, I probably don't know the last 100 because they don't contact me much at all. But and no hard feelings there, but it's sad to see you guys go on to 10th grade, but you got to, I always say to people, I'm a 9th grade teacher. I've never graduated. So that's the way it works. 9th grade teacher. Anybody else want to get in there? How about you, Keegan, Kalani? About Madison, Leslie, you want to get in there? Get this started here. So you can jump in and join anytime. All right, so 80%, see how you guys are doing. There we go. All right, I'm going to put this on pause. Doing this. All right, so what we're trying to do here is we're talking about light and sound and the community. We've been talking a lot about the destructive interference that noise canceling earphones have, but there's a lot of things in here that are good in the notes. So if you look at the notes, you will see that this is in the notes. So blank is a change in wave's direction when it bounces off a surface of a different medium. So that's in the notes. What's the answer for that? Somebody said reverberation. Somebody said refraction. What's the right answer here? Could that be it? Somebody said reflection. Thanks for getting in there. Hey, Jada, good to see you. All right, so thanks, Maddox and Rainey. I know you guys are doing 2 things at once. Thanks, Reese and Janaya. And we got 4 people out of 15. If we can get some more in there. Anella, I know you're working out on the other thing there. Isabella, Jada, Jasmine, Kalani, Caleb, Keegan, Madison, put your vote in there. So, and these are in the notes. If you look at your notes for this week in week 14, you can get that. All right, so I got 5 people. There we go. I've got a couple more, Janaya, Jasmine, and Madison. Okay, so all right, so here's my goal. 3 people said reflection, and that's true. Reflection is what you're looking at. Reflection, you can see from the image that it's reflecting, right? All right, so A or B here. So blank reflection, the parallel light rays that's on the smooth surface is right from the reflected light rays are still uniform, and it looks like a mirror to produce an image. And the other one, blank reflection, light strike a rough surface and reflect, but do not use uniform. Is it A, is the first one diffuse and specular, or is it B, specular and diffuse? Which one is it? A or B in this particular. Hey, Selah, good to see you. Caitlin, good to see you as well. If you could get in there and join us on this poll here, that would be great. Good participation tells me what you need to know. All right. Don't be a ghost. So I got 5 people out of 15, a third of the class, and most of you have this correct. It's letter B. So specular reflection and diffuse. Like I said, most all of the quiz questions are coming off of this, so please try to use the notes or write your own notes. All right, how about this one? This one we didn't talk too much about. A mixture of sounds, multiple sounds reflected off different surfaces. Now this is pretty interesting because I know that the church I used to go to, they had really terrible acoustics. Sound was bouncing off the walls and echoing so much that they had to get a sound engineer in there, and they remanufactured the materials that they use so that the sounds would work really well. And it's beautiful to listen to people singing in there, like kind of like in the bathroom or in the shower. It makes people sound really well, their voices sound really well, really good, I should say. Okay, so I got most of you. It's called reverberation. Reverberation is the answer to that. If you look at your notes, it's in there, reverberation, right? All right, so this one is the bending of waves that enter a new medium. So we're just looking at the bending of waves. We're not looking at the color, right? So the bending of waves. What did you think this one is? You got 3 people saying refraction. Is that correct? Thanks, Janaya, Rainey, Reese. All right, how about you, Maddox and Keegan? All right, so refraction, dispersion. Yep, Maddox. Yep, if I said the colors in there, that would be dispersion, right? This is refraction as well. So we got 4 people on this. So bending is refraction, and then the color one is dispersion, right? All right, so this is the tough one that we were talking about yesterday, right? Change in amplitude when 2 waves the same type intersect with each other. All right, so it could be, could be interference, or it could be refraction, dispersion, or reverberation, but it looks like you guys got it, right? Yep, it is interference, right? This is an interference, so the first one here, we will have these pictures for you in the test as well, so get used to those. All right, got 3 people that said interference. All right, thanks so much, guys. And let's take a look at that's interference patterns. Okay, so waves. So what is this one? What is this one? Is this a destructive or a constructive interference? 2 waves coming together, and then the bump gets bigger because they add together, right? And then they move on. So again, constructive interference is when the bump moves. Yeah, you guys got it. And again, like I said yesterday, you can get constructive interference for radio towers, like when you're trying to amplify the sound. All right, we don't want those for our noise canceling earphones, right? We want to have this kind right here. What kind is this? Where they cancel each other out. Noise canceling earphones or earbuds are called destructive, right? Destructive. Very good. Destructive interference. So again, like I said, it's going to use the same pictures on the test today or the quiz today. Right, so we didn't talk too much about this. This is bending of waves through a material that, and you know what? This one does not have the right answer in it. This is diffraction. Okay, sorry about that. This is diffraction, and a long wave and a short opening makes the waves bend more, right? And you get these diffraction patterns here, and you got these blank areas here. These are the low points. So there's interference here. So these are the low points, and these are the high points where you have two grids, right? And you can get that same pattern with light. Okay, so this is a diffraction here. So I messed up on that last slide there. Okay, so this one is that one that we're talking about when you're splitting the light into component colors. It's a type of refraction, so it's not refraction. It's a type of where you see the color. Yeah, there you go. Excellent. Thank you, Rainey. Right? It is dispersion, right? Dispersion is when you get those colors. And again, like I said, these are in your notes. You'll have some time to do that. Reflection is where you're bouncing it off a mirror, right? Shiny part. So this is dispersion. Again, like I said, use your notes. You can see these. All right. All right. Dispersion, the splitting of colors into component colors. Okay, this last one didn't talk a lot too much about, right? But this is where people know that if you wear warm clothing or you wear dark colors, you'll be warmer outside if you're in the sun than if you wore light, right? So reflects most of the heat. So absorption works this way, right? Where all the colors, so if you have a red coat or a red shirt on, it absorbs all the colors, reflects red, right? And you guys got that. It is absorption. Time for a little tea here. All right, so we are done with the vocabulary here. So use your notes on this. Now, what we are gonna do here, I'll give you this link here. So some more practice for you for the vocabulary test. It's mostly on wave interactions. Here you go. So get started on this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go here to the polls questions. I'll clear this out. Right, so this is your exit quiz, right? Talks about absorption, interference, patterns, and things like that, working from the notes. All right, so we're done a little bit early.